What's going on, everybody? Oh my god. Sorry about being late there. A wee bit late. Um how's everyone doing? I don't know. I didn't know what we were going to play up until literally I don't know, 20 minutes ago. So in order to keep with the theme, I'm playing a game I have literally never heard of before, but it was in my Humble Bundle. So I claimed it and I installed it. So we're going to be playing another Lovecraft game. I really hope you guys aren't sick of it yet with Call of Cthulhu, with The Sinking City, because now we're playing. Oh God. Oh my God.
Until you've awakened to the darkness waiting on the doorstep of our fragile dimension.
I'll be honest with you,
Something terrible left its eons-old slumber, and the reality, as we knew it, collapsed. The city of Arkham was pulled to somewhere not of this world, and its residents are in the shadows of true terror. As a survivor of this catastrophe, you should investigate the strange occurrences in the city and survive the rising darkness, physically and mentally, if possible.
what the frick? Hey, what's up, Rook? I like rolling the R in your name. Rook. Hey, Tolis. How you doing? Hops is doing okay. She's still not feeling super great, so that's why it's going to be a little bit of a solo time today. But it'll be good. It'll be good. Oh my God, what the frick? So we're playing. Yeah, we're doing okay. I appreciate you checking up on us, Tolis. I'm doing okay. I'm grooving. I don't know what this game is though. All I know is that we're kicking off with some more freaking Lovecraft. It is an RPG. So here are the things: swap, defend, focus, map, journal. Okay, I'm sure this will. It doesn't seem like the controls are super complicated. It's fine. Apply. Oh, I don't need to apply. Select pre-made character. I don't think so. We're gonna create a new character. I kind of like the art style. It's got that. The horrors of Stygian do not discriminate based on your character's gender. However, gender does play a role in some events and dialogues, opening up different role-playing opportunities. I think this is supposed to be like a much more serious RPG than like Call of Cthulhu and stuff. I mean, the games, obviously, not the board game Call of Cthulhu. Let's do a dude. Age. Young characters are in their physical oh my God. Young characters are in their physical prime but lack experience of older characters. Adult characters have a balance in physical aptitude and life experience, and old characters are in physical decline but have acquired more life experience than younger characters. It doesn't seem like it's going to be like an actual... It's horror-based because it's Lovecraft-based. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be like actually scary. A young person, an adult person, or an old person. I mean, I don't know what experience gives me, but seeing as how I'm pretty much, I think I'm considered an adult at this point. I'm not considered young anymore. Depends on when your physical prime is. I don't know when that is. Probably in your 20s, right? So I guess I'll go with adult. Just to stick, because... Oh my God. Archetype. Academic, aristocrat, criminal, explorer, investigator, occultist, performer, and soldier. Academic. This character used to be a research scientist at Miskatonic University, sent on a remote expedition in a foreign land. He had no warning of the doom, patiently waiting beneath the frigid wastes. Medicine, psychology, and science skills can be improved to the maximum level. Aristocrat. After the loss of his mother, this character is the sole remnant of a noble family. The memories provoked by his return to the family estate are not at all pleasant. Occult science and speechcraft. Criminal. Hired gun for an underworld boss. Explorer. Oh, I love that it's taking like all of the Lovecraft's main character like tropes as the archetypes. I mean, I feel like I have to. I have to do investigator. I just dig it so much. This character is a private investigator who used to work for the Boston Bureau of Investigation. His latest case, attempting to locate a missing child, turned out to be much more complicated than a common kidnapping. Investigation, firearms, and psychology skills can be improved to the maximum level. Occultist. This character is a member of the Hidden Order. The backing of the Order has made life easier so far, but the initiation rite required to join the Inner Circle may involve some complications. Performer. Actor, actress. She was invited to Arkham by a woman desiring a private performance. Soldier. I gotta go with my gut. I gotta go with investigator. I mean, the romanticized private investigator in the Lovecraftian era. It's just excellent. I love it. Detective, occult detective, ex-cop, bounty hunter. Occult detective. You encountered the supernatural in some of your past cases. Those experiences still haunt you. One are called 50 Angst. Ex-cop. You have a past in law enforcement. The things you witnessed on duty left their mark on your mind. A tortured ex-cop investigator. I love it. Bounty hunter. Your bounty hunting past taught you how to approach your targets unnoticed. For the right amount, you brought them dead or alive. I'm gonna do ex-cop. All right. Ex-cop investigator. Sticking with that tried and true standard. Alright. This is your character's profession and overall theme. The archetype determines your set of skills which your character will excel at during the game, as well as some of your role-playing options. Belief system. Jesus. Humanistic. Throughout history, mankind has survived countless threats. If we stop wringing our hands and start cooperating, we will live to see the human spirit prevail once more. Extra sanity can be gained by selecting humanistic dialogue choices and committing acts of altruism. Materialistic. If we're all doomed, let's make our final days worthwhile. Wealth, lust, power, pursue whatever eases your pain. Nihilistic. At last, there's no doubt that human beings are of no significance in the cold machinations of the cosmos. Thus, every action is of equal importance and worthlessness, just as it has always been. The newer games, or just like the series? The newer Hitmans are so good. Yeah, it's not a game series that a lot of parents are probably familiar / into. Divine, the Black Day is God's final test of humanity. We failed him once, but he has given us the last chance of redemption. Those who are alive survived this for a reason, to prove that mankind is not without hope. Rational. No matter how unusual or baffling, no phenomenon is beyond the boundaries of science and rational thought. There has to be an explanation. What must be done is to search and find it. Extra sanity can be gained by selecting rational dialogue choices through scientific and medical research. And esoteric. When supernatural becomes natural, the only path is to embrace the knowledge of the ancient forces behind the veil. We must tap into the hidden arts and realize our potential in order to survive and eventually dominate. If you can get the second season on sale, you can lump in the first season and the second season and just get like a mega game, a mega Hitman game with all the improvements that they made in the second one. I think I'm going to be rational. I'm gonna be rational. A rational ex-cop investigator. Also, this needs to be turned down a little bit more. It's a wee bit loud. Alright. Character identity. Oh my god. I mean, first off, my name is going to be Barlerius Finn. Gotta do it. The art makes me want to die a little bit. Some of these faces. Should I go? That looks like Lovecraft. That's like a Lovecraftian face. I'll be the stereotypical investigator dude. Valerius Finn, ex-police officer and investigator, will soon have the supernatural thrust upon him. Attributes, holy shit. Okay. Alright, senses. Senses determines your overall perceptiveness of the outside world and is frequently used with firearms, investigation, stealth, and survival skills. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 is rough without a controller. And hey, Warlord. Melee and survival skills, psychology, mind. So I have 7 points. Well, I want to kind of ratchet up senses to 10. Oh, this is sort of like a special system, I guess. Mind. Because I'm psychology, medicine, science, senses. What is science? Mind? Yeah. Agility. And we'll do 1 in physique, and we'll do... Oh, no, we'll drop agility down by 1 and put 1 in presence. The first part is super weird. Alright, so we're doing senses. Senses determines your character's overall perceptiveness of the outside world, and it's frequently used with firearms, investigation, stealth, and survival. Agility determines the extent of your character's overall dexterousness, and is frequently used with athletics. Okay. That's what drew me in. When I bought it kind of on a whim, and then I started playing it. And I was like, what? And then I was sucked in the entire time afterwards. Alright, we're gonna put... Let's try to be even. 2 firearms, 2 investigation, and 2 psychology for now. Alright. Action points. Okay. Alright. Alright, here we go. Barlerius Finn, archetype, investigator. An adult investigator. Rational, ex-cop. Status, healthy, sane. This character is a private investigator. Yep. Okay. Alright, let's do it. Stygian tales the doom that came to Arkham. The town is stuck between strange dimensions. Making progress is the main goal of Stygian. Progressive escape is always a viable option in combat. Wear them out and run. Venturing into attic. Conserve your ammo, especially higher caliber bullets. Everything is numbered in Arkham, and the ones that can kill are in high demand. The morbid mysteries of Stygian will not be fed to you on a silver spoon. Read the documents you obtain, check your map, extract information from people, and form your own opinions. I've not ever played Below. What is that? Roleplay the madness. Being mad in a mad world might just be your best strategy. Okay. A year has passed since your encounter with that peculiar fellow known as the Dismal Man. When last you met, he instructed you, "Find me beyond Arkham after the Black Day." At the time, the words did not mean much to you, but soon after you would come to understand. On what is now known as the Black Day, under the shadow of the Awakened, the world you knew vanished, and with it your hopes, future, and loved ones. For reasons unknown, the city of Arkham was separated from the carcass of Earth and exiled to an other place under alien stars, a twilight realm between dimensions. Unlike many others, you survived body and mind mostly intact. Ever since you have existed from a day to day in the gray gloom of the old eel house, waiting for that enigmatic man to call, a man whose very existence you are now beginning to question. until you wake into another layer of the nightmare, until the visit at the old attic. Okay. Do I click? Yeah, I click. Okay. Let me see. Journal. Find the Dismal Man, 2 lamps in the darkness. Follow the Dismal Man into the streets of Arkham. Top-down Souls-like. That seems good. Below. I'll have to look that up. That sounds familiar. Give me this lantern. Lantern illuminates a small area around the user. It requires a tin of kerosene to function. Can I equip it? Yes. Locked. Okay. Spells, okay. Alright, let's keep going. I feel like I don't feel good about leaving a locked chest up there, but maybe I'll come back. The cook is dead, only serving cans. Hey, Ender! How do I change options? Settings. Swap is W. No? Okay. Yo, what do you guys think of this art style? It reminds me of... Has anyone seen Salad Fingers? Iffy? Yeah. It really reminds me of Salad Fingers. And just David Firth stuff in general. Is this... Like, am I burning through... Am I burning through this? Like, I don't want to... What? Yo. I will say that I'm immediately more pulled into this than I was to Call of Cthulhu. Sanity lost. 15. Horror witnessed. Yo, that's bullshit. At the gates of the Miskatonic. Journal. Inspect the entrance to Miskatonic University. The last spot I saw the Dismal Man in my dream was the gates of the Miskatonic University. Perhaps I should take a closer look. Alright, Reaper. Can I open this? All my stuff! Make me look like the detective I always knew I'd be. Oh, I got cigarettes. Sig is the new monetary unit of this pestilent reality. They trade in cigarettes. What is this, prison? Oh! You missed the ending in the second Cthulhu game? Hey, Reaper, you did not miss... anything. by the way. Dude, I look awesome. The fact that you can't click and drag these items makes me want to lose it. Like, you have to double click on these things, and then that's what puts it on your thing. Bottle of clean water. Safe drinkable water. Detective's license. Boston PD issued this license as a permit for you to work as a field detective. Blank notebook. Laudanum shot. Camping supplies. Okay. Rations. Bullets. Cigarettes. Save. I know that's probably... I just started the game. Oh, press F1 to learn the controls. Should have done that. Yo, the music is sick. Alright, C character, G grimoire, I inventory, J journal, map, stealth. Highlight world objects is alt, quick save, quick load. Double click is auto equip. Shift click is drop. Control click is quick consume. Right click to open the radial menu. The right click icon indicates a point of interest or potential skill use. Exploration log. Okay. So alt, nothing. Just gonna. Dude. The atmosphere of this. He's too busy playing. You see Marino, the manager and bartender of the Old Eel. He's been your host for almost a year now, charging in exchange the last year precious resources. He has a tendency to suck you dry whenever he gets the opportunity. I assume they mean resource-wise. Good morning, Canuto. If you can call this never-ending fucking twilight morning. What was all that hurly-burly upstairs? Bad dreams? You could say that. Why am I not surprised? I recommend hitting the bottle before going to sleep. Makes things easier. Since you're awake, let's talk about the cigs you owe me. You were too drunk to pay yesterday and told me to remind you later. Remember? This trick is getting old, Marino. But I'm sure you did. Don't you trust your given host, Cornudo? Where would you be now if I hadn't accommodated you? I pay your accommodations, however poor they may be. Poor? I guess my rather poor services are still better than being eaten by ghouls in the darkest corner of a street, Cornudo. They eat you alive, you know. Anyway, since you're a regular, I'll probably take all your cigs anyway. Consider this one on the house. Oh, really? Thank you for your generosity. Ah, please spare me your sharp wit. Later, Canudo. If you'll excuse me. I'm not interested. We're in the middle of a conversation here. You see an eccentric middle-aged man completely focused on the darts game he alone is playing. Exaltation all but radiates from this odd fellow. Care for a game of cricket? You don't get a chance to play against the world champion every day. He passes several of his darts to you. World champion? Of course! Oh, so, of course. Surprised? You have any clue what happened to the rest of the world? Knock knock, anybody there? No one? Good riddance. Throws a dart. Earth was a big pain in the butt anyway. Here. There is only one champion, Herschel, the master of darts. Throws another dart at the board. This makes me the world darts champion. Ready for the game now? Is there a prize? Prize? Nothing can come close to the thrill of darts. Let me turn it down a little bit then. I thought the music was good, so I wanted to keep it up. Tobacco? Rubbish, but feeling the texture of the stem in your hand, the steel point savagely penetrating the board, it's priceless. And the prize? You want cigarettes? Okay. Beat the world champion and you'll have more cigarettes than you ever want. See? I was a traveling salesman for Tom Rogers cigarettes. Before I found my true self and became the champion. Damn those days. Herschel, go to Maine. Go to Boston. Herschel, your sales performance is getting lower. We're disappointed, Herschel. I see. Hey, Oblivious. Where are they now? Ha! Dissatisfied bastards. Throws a dart. The old Herschel is gone with them. Throws another one. There's only one champion. There's only the champion now. Another one. The champion. It seems you somehow... No, what is the voice of this guy? He's from Boston. It seems you somehow transferred the frustrations of your past onto the game of darts. What? I discovered my true purpose in darts. The grand game that the leprechauns taught us back in the old world. You talk nonsense. You feel that you've been meddling with his mental balance. This game is perhaps just a medium for you to escape from reality. Herschel is important. You hear me? Herschel is the champion. He suddenly freezes, then continues in a tremulous tone. They sent you. They sent you to tease me. I'm not a failure. Not a failure. Gaining sanity through belief systems. You've gained sanity from role-playing your belief system correctly. Yo, this is nuts. Whenever you act in accordance with the character you created, you'll gain sanity. This special sanity gain can exceed the maximum amount. So, World Dark. Oh. Oh my God! Yo, that dick just threw a dart at me. Health loss 5. At least I get the cigarettes. So far, I've got high hopes for this thing. I'm immersed already. Okay. Let's see what else. I don't think there's anything. Oh. This bar is ornamented with a variety of eel and sea motifs. The craftsmanship of the carvings add a refreshing flavor to an otherwise unsophisticated establishment. How you doing, Oblivious?
If only I had more cigs.
Yo, these guys seem friendly.
Wax Face protects this establishment. Mob is the law.
No person in their right mind would want to live inside a rotting, clammy shed, nor be gullible enough to purchase any kind of food resulting from fishing. You see a typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. He looks at you uneasily. Good day, sir. My name is Valerius Finn.
Good day? Where have you been living? Does it look like a good day to you? Oh no, you're one of those.
He goes white with fear. Those raving lunatics! He starts to move away in panic. Excuse me. So I know I have to go west. You see a typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. She looks at you uneasily. What is that grotesque monument over there? The cult erected it in... I don't know. I can't do female voices, so... The cult erected it in a place of the old Lincoln statue. Grandfather altar, they call it. Damned atrocity. Cultists come from across the river to sacrifice people who've been marked by the mob. Blood offerings to Grandfather Cthulhu. Never heard of him. Cthulhu. Cthulhu? Even the name freezes my blood. The Grandfather, they call him, their new god who was awakened on the Black Day with its brethren, the great old ones. The fanatics of the cult torture, sacrifice, and kill in their names. Why am I not surprised? That was wrong. Now, if you excuse me, tell me about the cult. Mad fanatics who devoted themselves to Cthulhu and the other old ones. They rule the ruins of North Arkham across the Miskatonic River. The cult comes to the side of the river either to find new blood for their ranks or new victims to be sacrificed in their rites. I'm not sure which is worse. Well, how can I get to the other side of the river? I don't recommend it. There are things lurking in the water. Only the cult can pass the river at will, but I have no idea how. Sometimes you can see their boats on Miskatonic all painted red, crimson omens of doom. Another thing. Hurry it up. What do you know about the Black Day? Nothing more than you, I guess. We'd all seen the signs, right? People having the same nightmares, the mysterious disappearances, whole families massacred. We saw it coming, but pretended everything was fine. The Black Day started with that apocalyptic roar, piercing deep into our minds, the sky melting, colors fading. I can't remember anything else. Tears come to her eyes. It could be interpreted as a mass hysteria, triggered by a cosmic event. There must be an explanation. It was the end of days. What explanation are you talking about? We were alone, all alone in this purgatory, left to the mercy of tyrants and deviants. She burst into tears. This towering depiction of one of the elder gods perches atop the naked base of a shattered statue. Okay. Well, let's continue to the west here. I hope this doesn't have a bad ending. I've never heard of this game before, so I had no expectations coming in. You see a typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. She looks at you uneasily. Excuse me, I'd like to ask you something. Leave me alone, sir. Life is hard enough without a bunch of foolish questions. How do you survive in Arkham? Between the mob and the cult, you mean? I don't know. Because so far, someone else got crushed instead of me. Anyway, I doubt my luck will last much longer. Since the Black Day, I've thought every day would be my last. Tell me about the mob. She looks around in fear. The mob is the law. Who rules the mob? Waxface. I've heard of him. Then you should know better than to say his name in the streets. Now if you'll excuse me. Goodbye. Huh. Beat it, punk! Don't be suicidal. So I shouldn't go in there then. I shouldn't go in there. That's... okay. Arkham Post. Although one of the newer buildings in town, the supernatural darkness has reduced the post office to decrepitude, interring the letters of the damned betwixt its cracked walls. Alright, well let's continue because we gotta... we wanna go to Miskatonic. Oh, here it is. This is the ruins of Miskatonic University. Oh, there's a container over there. Ration consumed. Oh, shit. This happens again. Lurker below.
It's you.
Crack open the ground at will. That was a close one. Key number 0. Journal updated. A key number 0. Unlock the mystery of the key numbered 0. I found a peculiar key at the entrance to the ruined university marked with the number 0. Perhaps I could find someone to tell me what it unlocks. Key number 0. Let me look at it. An odd-looking brass key that probably holds the only clue to reach the Dismal Man. Brass key. Container. What's in here? Bandages and a few cigs. Take it. Take it, baby. Let's go talk to these guys, see if they have anything. Or I can light a fire over there. You see a scruffy man dressed in grimy garments. As you approach, you are irritated by the rancid rancid, alcoholic stench of his sweat. The swollen syringe marks on his arm further demonstrate the extent of his addiction. As your shadow falls over the unkempt and emaciated Rummy, he scarcely opens one eyelid as he has been anticipating a visitor. Jesus, sorry. Gwen, is that you? Ah, shoot. Are you alright, pal? Ugh. Baffled, he shrugs. Who's asking? Drill sergeant? Sod off. Sergeant? Interesting guess. Did you serve in the army? Oh, you copper. The last time I checked, the mob burned down the goddamn police station. He chugs his moonshine and spits. They won't tolerate a snoop around these parts, so up yours, mister. Pardon me for saying it, but you don't look very good. I don't need no help. I'm well aware of what Richter's dope does to a healthy person. Do I look like I give a damn? Mentioning the pharmacist's name seems to have given him an idea. Speaking of Richter, what about him? Maybe you could bring me a shot of his morphine, if you insist on bantering with his pathetic ways to a soldier. Soldier? Were you really a soldier? Unfortunately, I was. Private Parsons of the 181st National Guard Infantry Regiment. Shows his military identity tag. Surprised, huh? I certainly don't look the part, all right. So much for the patriot in me. It's nice to meet you, Private. So what happened? Did you receive a dishonorable discharge? Not really, but I certainly would if I've ever set foot on that base again. Any news on the shot of morphine? Sorry, I don't have one with me. Gee, too bad then. But lucky for you, I'll be here for quite a while if you ever decide to bring me some of the good stuff. Something under the university. Something under the university. Container. A few cigs. Can I just farm it? Does this guy? God curse me with filth. You see a skinny woman wearing heavy makeup. Her provocative outfit emphasizes how she earns her living in Arkham. She moves like a person drugged or drunk. Oh, hi, darling. Interested in a good time? No thanks. Come on, baby. I said no. Goodbye. Alright, so there's 30. Man gotta protect himself. Well, there's a world map too to go through. I'm also come see my undiscovered treasures. Although he looks like a living wreck with a lot of grease in his filthy hair, the man before you persistently advertises his merchandise, which looks more like trash to you, with an unfaltering energy. Welcome to Uncle Wrathsack's shop of undiscovered treasures. Don't be shy, come closer. I have everything you need. You call this a shop? Among the best. Oh, you don't like my decorations? Well, take no notice of the packaging, friend. The goods it sells is what makes it a shop. He stops for a moment to cough wetly. A shop! And Uncle Wrathsack has everything you need. But this stuff is all junk. Look around you. The whole place is a junkyard, so why not sell junk? You want to see some of my hidden gems? I have items here you won't find no place else. Okay, let me see what you got. Alright, so he has cigarettes. I don't know how I'd purchase cigarettes. I guess it's not purchasing, it's trading for them. So I need food. Canned spaghetti, 10 cigarettes, can of kerosene, that would be probably helpful too. I mean, you do have a lot of junk, but like some of this seems pretty decent. A brown suit, a handmade pistol. I mean, can I have your spaghetti? I'll trade you, I'll give you the cigs for it. All right, thank you. The Colonel family used to run the bakery on the first floor, and all likelihood are now the residents of the Marble Orchard by now.
Uncle Ratsacks.
Ooh, house number 2. 6. The door seems to be sturdily locked for a typical building of Arkham with such decrepitness. Also, by the way, I don't know if you guys noticed, but this is sort of, because of the nature of the game, I'm trying to make it a little bit more like an audio book. But feel free to like talk and ask questions and stuff. I am looking at chat still, but I am reading a lot, so. Knock on the door. You hear approaching footsteps, and a blunt, uneducated voice is heard from behind the door. Who's this? I'm Valerius Finn, and you? Get lost. The footsteps become distant. Knock on the door. Who's this? Paperboy. Get lost. This is the Bank of Arkham. Help yourself, get in there, and die. You see a burly mob member watching the entrance of the ruined bank. Yeah, spit it out. What are you guarding? This place looks destroyed. I'm not guarding the bank, you mutt. I'm guarding the streets from raving lunatics inside. You better run along now. I think the key, I wonder if the key is to like a safety deposit box, because it has a 0 on it. I'm gonna go into the bank. I saved. I'm gonna go into the bank and see what's in the bank. Area unlocked. Bank entrance hall. A wad of dollars and lockpicks. Oh, I dig that. This vehicle is locked. Well, I mean, we got the solution right here, baby. Can I not? Do I not have any skills in lockpicking? Investigation. How can I use these lockpicks? Allows the requires subterfuge. I don't have any subterfuge yet. Go through here. Pile. Screws. I mean, I haven't seen any raving lunatics yet. Bunch of junk. Here we... Oh, what is this? Bank manager's note number 1. Bank manager's note. I've never been a man who puts any stock in superstition, yet my experience today has shaken my once strict convictions. I had an unannounced visitor. He was a tall man dressed in a finely cut suit and topcoat, all of impeccable black, impenetrable. Is this? Yeah, there we go. And his face, well, peculiar as this may sound, I do not remember a damn thing about it. Not his age, the look in his eyes, or the color of his hair. When I try to recall these details, my mind goes completely blank. What should we get in here? Let's see what else we got. Can we go further down? Alright, let's go through here. Ooh, okay, there's a person over there. Wads of dollars and cigarettes. Wrench, one-handed melee weapon, and laudanum shot. I probably should put some oh my god, I probably should have put some points into melee, because I'm not going to have unlimited ammo. The shiny bits of crystal from this ruined chandelier glitter like stars against the filthy floor. A strangely presentable man in a sharp suit waits eagerly at one of the destroyed cash counters. The moment he sees you, he begins to speak rapidly and enthusiastically. Hello, sir. How may I assist you? As you can see, this has been a very busy day. It looks like the boom has finally come to Arkham. It's nice to see our little town thriving, don't you think? I wouldn't say thriving. Oh, you don't agree? Well, we're all free to express our opinions, right? That's what makes this country so. His voice cuts off abruptly and he freezes in place. He doesn't even blink. He looks almost like a living statue. Excuse me, sir? Some men are endowed by their creator with certain unalienable rights. Let me help you with your transaction, sir. May I see your credentials, please? Does this suffice? Show your detective's license. He instantly grabs the object from your hand. Let me see, it says you're a despoiler of secret sins. Here are your documents, sir. I hope they will aid you in this game of misery, piss, and shit. I don't feel like it is aiding me. I feel like you're going to try to kill me. Struggle begins. What does this mean? Is this combat? Combat basics. Combat in Stygian consists of turns. Each turn, your character and the enemies move and act in their own rounds to the extent the action points allow. Each action requires a certain amount of action points. From the upper left of the screen, you can monitor the health and sanity levels and switch between the equipped weapons of your active character. You can also reload an equipped firearm by simply clicking on the weapon's icon. If you wish to use a quick item, perform a combat ability, or cast a spell, simply right-click on the active character and choose the related icon. Okay. I'm going to die. I'm going to die. Thank you, Rogue. I'm getting the shit kicked out of me. Oh my god. Waltz of Madness. Alright. Special hexes. Certain hexes on the battlefield may have special functions such as providing the opportunity to take cover or enabling you to flee from battle. Right-click on the object that may provide cover while standing next to it in order to view the take cover button. Press the escape button on the lower left edge of the screen while standing on a purple hex to flee from battle. You can end your character's round by either clicking on defend or focus buttons. Defend button enables you to utilize the remaining action points to increase the physical defense of your active character. Focus button enables you to utilize the remaining action points to grant a bonus to the character's next attack roll. The bonuses get higher in accordance with the number of action points allocated to these procedures. Alright, so I can use this as cover. So I can, like, do this. No, that is obviously not what I wanted to do. And I don't have enough AP to shoot him. So, I guess I will defend. Still hit me in the face with a friggin' rock for 7 damage. New turn begins. Initiative. At the start of each turn, the order of initiative gets determined anew by the reaction score of the combatants. You can see who acts when the initiative wheel, which is located at the top of the combat screen. Here? Oh, okay, so I'm gonna go third. So you go, then you're gonna throw a rock at me. And you go, you're gonna hit me in the face. You're gonna miss me. Alright, so I would like to shoot you. Okay. Alright, I killed one. Looting corpses in combat. You can loot fallen enemies by right-clicking on their corpses and selecting the named icon. I'm gonna have to reload, like, absolutely. This is going so unbelievably poorly. Alright, I'm going second. So who's going after me? So you grazed me. Your attack, excellent. Holy shit. I can loot you. Take off. And then I can shoot you. And then just die. What is this little cut above? Well, that was... Alright, well... I'll load the autosave into the bank entrance hall. And then I'll go, stealth. Oh, I should be stealthy. I don't even know if I can stealth. Is this after I already looted all this stuff? Yeah. So I'm gonna take this, but then I'm piecing out the other side. I don't think I'm supposed to be here yet. I think this is a... This is an advanced area. Well, combat, so combat is basically the combat of the original Fallouts. Which I am not going to. I'm not going to balk at that at all. That's great. Wait, do I have like a... This is my right hand. Oh, can I actually... Can I do this? Can I put... No. Do that. Okay. Yeah, good job, guys. You definitely should be, you should be guarding the outside of this bank because there are lunatics in there. All right, so 0. What would the key 0 be to? An odd-looking brass key that probably holds the only clue to reach the dismal man. 0. Can I go here? I mean, you're saying disappear, but don't be suicidal. Don't be suicidal. I'm going in anyway. To this hotel room. A skillfully assembled scale replica of the Perseverance, the merchant vessel which brought the Pilgrim Fathers to the land of liberty. A spruce man in his 30s is standing at the reception desk. Yeah, right? Of the dilapidated hotel. From his well-groomed mustache to his sharp suit, he signifies self-esteem that's hard to come by these days. Bonjour, monsieur. Under normal circumstances, I'd be delighted to welcome you to the Essex Hotel, one of New England's preeminent establishments. The man pauses to clear his throat. Leaving aside the fact that there is no New England anymore. But regrettably, I see you are not one of the ladies and gentlemen approved by Monsieur Wax. May only accommodate citizens who appear on the guest list. May I ask your name? He straightens his bow tie. I am Etienne Lafayette, the concierge of Hotel Essex. I have proudly performed this duty for more than 15 years. A note of heartbreak seeps into his voice as he says this. I also had to take on the role of manager after the unfortunate demise of Monsieur Phillips and of receptionist. We are a little bit understaffed these days, as you can see. Well, what happened to your previous manager? Well, let's just say he chose the shortest route out of Arkham, monsieur. Rat poison, along with Madame Phillips and the little ones. I do not recommend it. There were, you know, red bubbles on their lips, like a poorly blended parfait. That's an interesting analogy. Is there anything else I can help you with? Well, how can I get on the list? I'm afraid I cannot answer this question, monsieur, for I do not know. They set a new list every once in a while, and I arrange the accommodations, but common traits of the guests seem to be excessive drinking, vandalizing hotel property, and every other type and combination of misconduct, including the occasional murder of one of the other guests, committing ritual sacrifice, and so on. Etienne straightens out his bow tie before continuing. Perhaps you wish to participate in such endeavors, monsieur. I see. Another thing. But regrettably, I see you are not one of the ladies and gentlemen approved by Monsieur Wax. I may only accommodate citizens who appear on the guest list. Well, it seems the approved guests are not especially respectful of the establishment. Etienne gazes across the once grand lobby with melancholy plain in his eyes. We have seen better days, monsieur. This hotel and me, we've seen better days. Now, what within my humble powers can I help you with? Goodbye, then. Okay, well, then I'll leave. I don't want to get shot by a mobster. I've already died once. Alright, so, interesting. Interesting. So what does this zero... Who's this dude? The wretched creature before you can hardly be described as human. It is wearing odd, anachronistic clothes and has wrapped its face and hands in tattered rags. Its cringing, confused movements further verify the status of this unfortunate outcast. The humanoid creature is talking with itself in an uneasy, guttural tone. His voice is like a cold breeze blowing from beyond the grave.
Why have the cruel gods chosen me for their ghastly amusement?
The moment he sees you, the pitiful creature draws back in horror. Wait, I mean you no harm. You sense the creature observing you with its yellow, ghoulish eyes, barely visible behind the filthy rags. The outlandish being starts to talk in a rugged but strangely educated tone.
Harm is the only thing your kind has brought me. To think I once foolishly believed us to be kin. Leave me alone.
The creature scurries quickly away from you.
The bare and the broken.
Okay. Honest Bill's Pawn Shop. Best deal on guns. Let's go into Honest Bill's. Ooh, bring the bullets, take away the rations. Unsolved mystery? This section is reserved for various garments and outdoors equipment. It's the most popular department after weapons and foodstuffs. Yo, what is that noise? Unsolved mystery. What does that mean? This magazine rack is filled exclusively with raunchy and explicit sexual content. The hodgepodge of fingerprints on the covers indicate that most customers browse through their pages at least once in order to satisfy their carnal urges. Protected by the mob, scavengers will be shot on sight. Another warning sign emphasizing the incontrovertible regulations of the mob. Failure to abide by these edicts means certain death, as seen in the case of Honest Bill. The man smiles silently. Behind the bars is a stern-looking man who looks deeply dissatisfied. Although he looks to be in his 60s, his presence invokes respect and fear. Say, are you here to buy something, or are you just wasting my time? What is that wax statue doing over there? Ah, you mean Honest Bill. He's dead. But they kept him around for decoration, turned him into a statue. He used to own this place, see, until he crossed Waxface. Can you guess how they did it? Poured boiling wax over him from head to toe. You should have heard the screams. That's enough, or you want more details? Can you tell me about Waxface? He is the boss. Not around much these days, though. He put me in charge of the pawn shop, so here I am. What a dead end. Hey, Clipsa! How you doing, Clipsa? It's good to see you. So far, tonight has just been me reading dialogue in various voices, so if that sounds good, then stick around. And let me give you some advice. Do not ask about Waxface if you want to live. Now, you buying, or should I ask Charlie to make you leave? Is Charlie the smiling blonde fella? Charlie is the smiling blonde fellow who can fill you with more lead than you need to build a fucking boat. I'm buying. Yo, the friggin' music is freaking me out. How you doing, Clipsa? We're going full RPG here, Clipsa, with Vampire in the Afternoon, and this is wild. Okay. Well, I don't actually want to buy anything from you because I'm poor, so. I got this game in a humble bundle, and this was a surprise. Oh, no, I didn't stream anymore today. I just streamed it yesterday, but it looks like all of my streams are becoming RPGs, like heavy RPGs. The old eel house. All right, so I don't... A well-built, dark-skinned man is approaching you. You doubt he's from these parts. He seems unaffected by Arkham's nightmarish conditions, and there is something inviting, almost provocative, in his thin smile. Hola, senor. Please forgive my... He tries to find the right word. Interruption, but I've been seeing you at the Old Eel and wanted to presentarme. Who are you? I am called Eduardo Canela to be exact, but there is nothing special about my apellido. I am just another poor fisherman from Kojima. Yet I carried the Carnella name to this far part of the world. Now all that remains is our past. No. You may be right. Oh, no, that's wrong. Whatever. I'm Valerius Finn. Eduardo shakes your hand eagerly. A pleasure to meet you, senor. You're here for something, right? I have a sensation that you need my services. Different from you, I am accustomed to this survival in the streets, this never-ending I don't know that word. I survived the Spaniards, then American occupation, then Civil War, then American again. No hard feelings, though. But you see my point now. I know what to do when things get, what do you say, hot. I can be the difference between life and Santa Muerte. So you're offering to fight for me? Amor con amor se paga, y lo demás con dinero. Love can do so much, money can do everything. If you pay me my sig, senor, you'll have your own special angel protector. Some of my enemies may not be human. Some enemies I fought back in Havana weren't human neither. Although maybe they looked like it. Tell me the differencia. What do you want in return? 2 dozen sigs for each day I protect you. I don't care if you're fighting monsters or the mob or El Diablo himself. You have no fear, huh? Why should I? I survived by chance all of my life, and now I do just the same. We all do. But you were not aware of this before, La Castrofe. The swordfish killed me padre. One day he would go out to work, he never come home. Eso es, like that. You see, we live by chance alone, but it is when we are out of luck that it becomes plain. I will play the game, senor, until La Diosa Fortuna betrays me. I accept your offer. Follow me. Bueno, lead the way, senor. Eduardo Carnella, your angel protector, is by your side. Okay, cool. So I'm giving him cigarettes now to protect me, which is good because I got murdered not too long ago. So thank you. Can you please follow me, sir? What kind of weapons can you use? Oh, no worries, senor. When it comes to it, I am good at killing. On my first fight here, I had to start with a club. Still keep it, see? He shows you a crude cudgel. It's my lucky club, El Palo. It is lucky because the man I beat with El Palo carried this. He shows you a Stygian M1910, a state-of-the-art automatic pistol. See? La Dios Fortuna is with me. Alright, let's go. Are you coming? Yeah, you're coming. You're coming with me. The old eel house. Alright, so this is where I came from. Here's another house that says 39 on it. Save for the choking vines on every wall, this humble residence is one of the few that remains untouched by the destruction that has engulfed Arkham. You see house number 39. Richter's Drugstore, 42. I mean, I don't have money. My hands are sweating. 2. Oh, hi, darling. Her words are welcoming, her excitement feigned. Interested in a good time? No, thanks. Come on, baby. I said no. Goodbye. This is... Ooh, what... Are you looking at me? Who? Me? No, no, sir. No, I didn't. I don't really want to go in there. Schmidt's Antiques. I don't really want to go in there either. Hey, daily fares to Innsmouth. Nice. This vehicle is locked. Lies. Where is your God? Nearly all of French Hill's timber houses look deserted, presuming the inhabitants were lucky enough to survive at all. Another unlucky soul fallen to the tyranny of the mob. Beat it, punk. You better get out of our shooting range. Amidst the undescribable chaos of the Black Day, these sagging gambrel roofs were buffeted by an apocalyptic storm of unparalleled force. There's a trap door there. Container. A few safes. Yeah, I mean, you're not joking. Like, there's very few. You see a man who has blackened his face and hands with paint. He's performing some kind of pantomime show. He is unaware of your presence. It's not hard to see that beneath his ridiculous posturing, something is deeply wrong. The man's weary visage shows he's been at this for a long while, and the exertion of staying in character is wearing him down. Oh, hello? He reacts with comic surprise. His startled eyes show nothing but the shallow character he is portraying. Observe the man's behavior. As you watch him continue his bizarre show at the expense of his dwindling physical health, patterns of severe self-punishment are revealed. A deep sense of guilt may have triggered this malady. Who are you? He shrugs theatrically and begins another of his vulgar sketches. You are no longer sure whether this is a performance or the sole mode of existence for this bizarre fellow. A revolting smell attacks your nostrils as you approach the homeless man, as if some small animal had died under his stained clothes. What is it, mister? Do I smell? Then stay a few damn yards away. Who was that man with paint all over his face? Ah, don't you know Coley Willie? I thought everyone knew Coley. You know, he has movies, the theatrical performances. He was a real celebrity, you know. Not Coley Willie, but the fella himself, Sam Rodney. Never found him funny myself. It's better days. A friend took me to one of his shows, making all that money scoffing at black folks. The Black Day came for all of us at the end, isn't it? White, yellow, black, everybody. He's still putting on a show? I don't know if I'd call it a show anymore, mister. I've been hanging around with him for a while now, and he never became Sad Romney again. That's not even once. I guess he is flat out Coley Willie now. Well, I think he is punishing himself to death by continuing the Coley Willie act. Really, mister? That's sad, because he's the only person who can stand me. Well, who is he performing for? Some mob fellas used to come and see him every now and then, not anymore.
Watching the same thing over and over. Got boring, probably. And other folks don't like to go anywhere near him. Probably find him creepy. Can't blame him. They don't like to be near me either. So here we are, Mr. Coley and the... He tries to think of something. Stinky. I need to go. Oh, who's this dude? Yo, you're friggin' creepy. This beautiful mansion somehow remains unscathed and is obviously still occupied, although the relentless vein root have begun to assault it most aggressively. You see a determined but pallid-looking woman in her 30s. Her outfit hints at a metropolitan sensibility. You sense an air of hypochondria about this mysterious woman. Excuse me, sir. I'd like to ask you something, if I may. Yeah, please, madam. I'm listening. I'm looking for my husband, a slender, long-faced gentleman from Boston. His name is Randolph Carter. I know all I know is that he arrived in Arkham. Do you know him or his whereabouts? No, I don't. I see. Thank you. Sir, better continue my search. Perhaps I can help you in your search. I'm sorry, but I should be looking for him. Goodbye. The man named Randolph Carter. I met an unusually stylish young woman in French Hill who had a dark mystique about her. She asked me whether I'd seen her husband going by the name Randolph Carter. A slender, long-faced man was her words. I'll be sure to keep that in mind in case I run across him. Unlock the mystery of key number 0. Key number 0. No, you don't. I don't need to talk to you. Alright. Well, it doesn't seem like I can really do much here. I mean, I'll go into Schmidt's Antiques just in case. Oh, this is a nightmare of a place. Carved into marble, this is an almost man-sized statue of Pan, god of the mountain wild in ancient Greek mythology. Behind the broken glass are a collection of weird relics, including a copper Soviet diving helmet, a tribal totem, a clay figure of a lion, various masks crafted by indigenous peoples, and an 18th century bust. A late 18th century Italian harpsichord. You are astounded to see this delicate instrument in such excellent condition. This is one of Pickman's notorious paintings of a human-sized canine thing with goat-like hooves and cold, blank eyes, grappling what appears to be a human. Oh, that picture. I know what picture that is. Henry Fuseli's famous painting of a key event in Norse mythology. The god Thor is depicted nude and triumphant, battering the head of Jormungandr. I don't ever remember how to pronounce that. The Midgard serpent under a stormy firmament. For a reproduction, it is expertly done. The specimen of the giant praying mantis was preserved in an intimidating predatory pose. I assume these for other party members, but I hired this dude as a bodyguard, and he doesn't show up in these, so I assume there's going to be like real party members that show up. I'm assuming. I don't know. Or it's just keys, paths, and meanings. The music is heckin' creepy. So far, I will say that this is substantially better than Call of Cthulhu in trying to create that sort of Cthulhu, that, you know, cosmic horror feeling. A notebook with the key symbol on the cover under the title Keys, Paths, and Meanings. An old man is sitting behind the dusty counter, surrounded by a variety of odd objects. He doesn't look pleased to see you. Yes. Are you looking for something in particular? Good thing I went in here. Now, what do you know about this key? You see a flash of greed in the old man's eyes. He hastily takes some notes to a peculiar notebook on the counter. Is it numbered 0? Oh, how interesting. Where did you get such a rare one? From a mysterious man. From a mysterious man. But I found it because of a dream. Long story. Some dreams indeed hold value. What can I offer you for that key, my friend? A key numbered 0 would be a very fine addition to my collection here. Why the interest in keys? I have always been fascinated by keys. I started collecting them in my childhood. It was simply a hobby, of course, until the Black Day. What changed after the Black Day? It's not important. Just remember that I will pay handsomely for keys. I'll feel better knowing why you want them so badly. Very well. After the Black Day, like many others, I lost all hope. With no reason to go on, I decided to end it. You know what I mean. But what I desired most is forbidden to men. For days I fasted and prayed for Hashem's forgiveness. Determined to end this misery of an existence, I passed out from hunger and exhaustion, and then I dreamt of 2 keys. One was gold and burning, though it was only warm to the touch. The other was silver and bathed in moonlight. What does it mean? Do you think they're real keys? They were the keys to the Temple of Solomon. I felt the light inside me. Oh, Hashem, he spoke to me. The old man's eyes widened and lose focus as if he were in a trance. You understand now. This is the reason I've been collecting keys all my life. They are my escape from this shoal. They were my test and they will be my salvation. How can a bunch of keys help you escape? There is a hidden power in patterns and numbers. Some of the keys are numbered. This makes them special. The effect of Isidore's dream fades and he comes to himself again. I think I have said enough. I love it. I read your message clips and then I looked at the 3rd dialogue choice. You're crazy, old man. Dreams are simply the reflection of one's subconsciousness. Oh, how hollow life must be for you. Good luck with your time in Arkham. Tell me how I may assist you, or perhaps how you can assist me. That's a very nice collection of keys you have. Thank you. I've put my life into this collection, although it is unfortunately incomplete. As he quickly reviews his rows of keys, you notice a deep longing in his eyes. May I see your wares? I had a Boston accent at the beginning because he's from Boston, and then I keep slipping into like friggin' Georgian. May I see your wares? It's not that. Boston. May I see your wares? No, Boston. Park the car in Harvard Yard. May I see your wares? Oh, whatever. I'll give it back. Indeed, that is why I am here, but first tell me, if you see something you desire, how do you intend to pay for it? Cigs? I have no interest in hoarding cigarettes, nor do I smoke them myself. I'm old enough to value breathing too much. Do you accept the old money? Mark Wahlberg. My advice to you, sir, is to keep your old money in the restroom, where it may be of some use. What did you have in mind? Fucking whatever. Whatever comes out of my mouth, that's the character. Okay, maybe the character has a fluctuating accent because he spent some time in Georgia when he was a kid. I don't know. Keys. I collect them, you see, all shapes and sizes. If you happen to come across any keys in this accursed place, bring them to Schmidt's Antiques. I will gladly trade the exquisite items from my collection for keys, or if you don't care about your health, I can also pay with cigarettes. Oh, let's see what you've got. Oh yeah, you have a lot of stuff. Crazy masks, guns, insane hat. All right. Well, so I have the key though. Like, I need more information about this key. Immediately behind Isidore's work desk hangs a carefully organized collection of keys, some old and strange, some new and ordinary. Yeah, cigarettes is the currency. That's where they hoard cigarettes, I guess. It makes about as much sense to me as the hoarding bullets in Sinking City. Exhaustion. Oh, shit. You are exhausted. Time to give your weary body a break. Secure yourself a refuge and slip beneath the shroud of subconsciousness. Exhaustion reduces some of your statistics, making your character weaker in the process. There are 3 stages of exhaustion before your character enters the drain state: mild exhaustion, exhaustion, and severe exhaustion. You need to rest in order to remove the exhausted state. Resting sites. You can either rest at the Old Eel by making Marino a wealthier man, or by acquiring camping supplies and resting at a campfire. Keep in mind that camping outdoors has its own hazards and risks, but due to the high demand for the relative safety of Marino's attic, you can find his rather shabby facilities occupied from time to time. Alright, well, here, I need to get more information about this key. Isadora, I need your expertise on something. He adjusts his glasses over his cloudy eyes. In his expression, you see an interesting mixture of professional curiosity and grumpiness caused by your interruption. They are all probably stale and gross. I can't imagine, like that's the problem with using stuff that you can, like, use as currency in games, or just in general. Like, what if I love smoking? Like, I'm just literally burning money. You do not possess any artifacts with unknown powers. Okay. I'd like to pay. Boston. I'd like to pay. I've lost. I can't do it again. I'd like to pay with cigs for your wares. Just pretend that's fine. I have all the cigs I need. You have a peculiar attitude for a shop owner. And these are peculiar times. Tell me how I may assist you, or perhaps how you can assist me. Alright, see you later. I don't know what to do with this friggin' 0 key. The bottle caps are the best currency. Yeah, drink some soda or a beer in the later ones, and get a dope bottle cap. Get some money. In the Fallout games and everything like that, the first thing I always think of when they do these things is, like, how awkward would it be to use a currency like cigarettes? Like, I'm just carrying around 210 cigarettes in my pocket. Like, that's a shitload of cigarettes to just have. Oh, there's a container up there. Oh, I got one more cigarette. Super. Oh, I love this. This is so atmospheric. Yeah, you fall down. You fall down, and all of a sudden, that's it, man. You're poor. You've gone from, you know, night on the town to poverty because you fell down a flight of stairs. I love the atmosphere of this place. Like that, the horn. So good. Oh. Yeah, right? Like, how you if it rains, it's not friggin' hostility. What do you know about what? Harvard, what do you know about this key, Marino? My knowledge on that thing will greatly depend on whether you're planning to buy a drink or not. I tend to forget a lot of things these days. Oh my god. Well, here you go. Pay 26 for a drink. He hands you a filthy bottle full of moonshine. Now, about your key, I have no fucking idea. Son of a bitch. I'll remember this. But there is an old Jewish fellow in French Hill. He has an antique shop or something, all that expensive junk. It's to the east of here. I heard he pays good for keys. Maybe he knows something. I already... Right? I paid you for an answer. You paid me for my booze, and I hope you enjoy it to the last drop. Later, corn noodle. Bootleg whiskey. Excellent. I need to go to sleep. Why do you call me corn noodle, Marino? Forget about it. You remind me of a guy. He was a corn noodle, that's it. Here it is. Here's it. I want a refund. But what is a cornuto? Cornuto is... He raises 2 curled fingers to his forehead. Someone who has horns, you know. If a wife is unfaithful to the husband, that makes the husband a cornuto, alright? If a wife is unfaithful to the husband, that makes the husband a cornuto. What? What does this have to do with me, Marino? When I was the bartender of Isola, a small Italian bar in Chicago, a man used to come in there every evening, every single day. He didn't drink. He didn't seem to have any fun. He just kept looking at the patrons silently, looking for someone. Then after almost a year, I finally learned his story. He was searching for the man who fucked his wife. He came to that bar every day, staring silently. You're like him. You're waiting for someone too. You don't pursue whatever fucked up life you can have in this shitty town. Instead, you act like that cornuto. Forgive me if I put it bluntly, but who fucked you over, my friend? Yeah, I'm waiting for someone true, but it's not as simple as that. Like I care. Now name your poison. I want to rest in the attic. Ah, I see that you enjoyed your time in our special suite, the Royal Attic, but it is occupied now. I'll take your cigs later, cornuto. Later, cornuto. I hope you find whoever fucked your... Period. End of sentence. This dude sucks, man. Everyone sucks. You see a beautiful young woman with short hair smoking a cigarette. There is a daring, carefree quality about her which is pretty rare in this town, especially these days. Am I gonna do it? I'm gonna do it. I can see that you're glancing over towards this direction, sir. Perhaps we could turn this into a conversation. May I offer you a drink? That pleasure is mine, miss. I don't know what accent I'm doing. Why, you belong to those who believe that only men can buy drinks to women? It's just what I'm accustomed to. Well then, change your customs, sir. They should be buried somewhere in the 19th century along with the rotting corpse of the world. Interesting. I didn't mean to offend you. I'm sure you didn't. You rarely mean to, but in the end, you often do. This is how the play is cast, right? She pours you a glass of whiskey and smiles. Forgive me. Let's start from the beginning. May I learn your name? I'm Clara Bell. You've probably known my name if things had gone right for once in my life. I was an actress. Heard the movie Hollow Hearts? No. Not a surprise. It was never released. The critics saw it, though. I remember one of them, Bill Hunt's, approaching me after a special screening, telling me, "You've got it, Clara. You're real star material." No need to say that he was drunk and flirty as a male baboon in mating season. Whatever, later, I had time to think about what he had said to me about this star material thing. You know, I have an eternity to reflect upon these things. Drinks from her whiskey. Star material. Why would I be some material after all? I see a point. I mean, I waited to be an artist to defeat that notion in the first place, but you have to fit somewhere in there. I mean, your world. Be a good wife or be good fun. He's smoking a lot. I didn't notice that. But oh, you're better than that? Be a good investment. All my life I wanted to be there, on the magazines, on the silver screen, all that jazz. But you know, sometimes I can't help thinking that this, looks to the gloom of the outside world, may actually be better than the alternative. Because I would never have quitted going for the top myself. You know what's best for you. Thanks for your safe answer. Come on, this is the end of the world. You can be more sincere, darling. She's classic. She's a classic character. I like her too. Well, what are you doing in Arkham? I really wish I knew. It's a mystery to me as well. I was waiting for the release of Hollow Hearts at a hotel in LA when Bernie called, my manager. Bernie wanted me to meet a private funder in Arkham. So I hastily came to this forsaken place. I couldn't afford refusing such things, you know. When I arrived at the train station, Bernie was nowhere to be found. He was supposed to meet me there, but he never came. This is why he keeps cheating people out of their money. The dude is like, yeah, I'm watching him now. He's chilling for a while. He's you know, he's hanging out. Maybe he has a cigarette. Oh, what is he getting? He's getting another. No, he's taking a shot. Dude, this guy's gonna be effed up. He's gonna be drunk and dead from lighting cigarettes constantly. Oh, this guy. Well, this guy's also doing. He's drinking a whole bunch and then he's lighting up cigarettes. Dude, everyone is just like, oh, now all this guy's doing is just taking shots. Like, he just took 3 shots in like 45 seconds. You people are friggin' wasteful. There is another one. What did you do next? I was too tired and confused. I decided to wait for Bernie here in Arkham a few days, so I headed to the Essex Hotel. Who could have said that it would be my new home for the rest of my life? So you can still afford staying here? Dollar becoming obsolete and all? Let's just say I've met the right people. You know, it was never really about the money. Money is just another way to display power, survive my childhood, and you'll know. What about your childhood? Oh, you're my psychiatrist now. Forget it. Skeletons are better left in the closet. Well, did you see Banny later? No, never. Everything before the Black Day seems blurry now. Did he really call me that day, or was it a dream? Did he ever arrive at Arkham? I see. Goodbye. You have to pay the owner first to be able to rest in this safe house. But, like, there's a dude. There's a dude in the attic. So, like, I don't want to camp outside. The barrels now serving as primitive tables still reek of stale alcohol and a damp woody stench that makes your nose itch. This reminds me of that thing. This reminds me of Disco Elysium a little bit. Like a Lovecraftian Disco Elysium. Oh, can I search this trash? Let me search this trash. An empty bottle and a cigarette. Excellent. Just what I wanted. Did I loot this? Nope. Behind the crumbling balustrades of this old Georgian house, a lackluster flicker of light unexpectedly signals occupancy. Main Street House 39. I was like, who's this guy following me? And then, oh yeah, it's... I don't know what... Yo, I don't know what this friggin' key is for, man. What? The iconic gates of this institution of higher learning lie in ruins. The way is impassable for now. I can't go in there. And then this is the hotel I can't go into. And then the bank got me friggin' killed. Let me see what the world map looks like. Can't really do anything with this yet. I can rest out here. I'd rather not. There was a campfire up here, I think. Yes, there was. Yeah, rest, man. I get, like, resting serves a couple of needs in Stygian. First, it helps you replenish lost health and sanity while removing the exhaustion state. Secondly, you can decide what your characters do in their spare time in the form of rest activities. Each rest activity is directly associated with a skill that is known by your characters and requires a certain amount of rest points. Alright. Well, rest. I need more camping supplies now. Sucks. What is this? Though you're not exactly acquainted with your immediate surroundings here in this desolate urban setting, you don't feel like a stranger either. Is this Arkham? Perhaps a forgotten corner of which you've never seen. Amidst the Cimmerian, I guess? Amidst the Cimmerian stillness, there stands a forlorn figure, barely present but inescapably real. He seemed to be walking towards a certain house along the street before stopping to look at you. Who are you? I. Looks at you attentively with unblinking eyes. Well, I'm a dreamer. A wanderer, perhaps. Just as you are. The timbre of his voice consists of sublime overtones. Why would you be here if you weren't? Is this a dream? In all likelihood, yes. But what if it's actually a nightmare instead? Glances away in a dismal gravity. But the real question revolves around you, doesn't it? Perhaps you've been compelled to seek a memory which isn't yours at all. His eyes darken. You emanate a tragic aura, source of which is most dire. And what do you seek? A brief pause and his definitive answer cuts right through the tension of Stygian abstractness. Inspiration. Know this, wanderer. There will be a price to pay when you have no option but to cling to visions brim with unutterable horrors in order to procure your only means of subsistence, however maddening they may be. Well, that sounds poetic. Are you an artist, perhaps? I won't grant an answer to that easily. Knowledge of someone is a powerful thing, and in this premise applies even in dreams. But I'll offer you a chance, since you've intruded my fantasy. I'll tell you of my journeys, and you will tell me who I am. In a frigid but lyrical tone. Refraining from the pageantry of the mundane, a boy shall wander into the path of prophecy. Nebulous is the truth of all things future and past, dwelling beyond the serpent's lair for none but him to see. Only the forbidden he shall thereafter seek, lurking in the labyrinth so forgotten and forlorn. Plagued will be those upon whom he shall touch, hailed by the oblivion which they will have forborne. Carried away to his fantasy on wings ethereal, a toilsome quest he shall embark upon so sedulously. Resplendence of his dreams, however, is not to remain. Thus the search for the silver key must begin duly. Exalted he will be in the deathless continuum, wild and free, resigning from the world to embrace all that was and will ever be. Answer me then, wanderer, who am I? Alright, examine him closely to deduce certain facts. SCP-049. You cast an eye upon him in scrutinizing fashion before finally mumbling out the findings in your deduction, mostly to yourself. Hands have seen no hard labor, rather tenuous, not veiny. You notice a faint smile that has appeared in his visage. This is Lovecraft, like straight up. Like this is like a portrait of Lovecraft. Obtuseness on the tips of his fingers. Typewriter? His smile widens, almost turning into a smirk. It's probable that you're an author. He claps gently in admiration. Well, well, you've been keeping your keen eyes busy, I reckon. Apparel indicates nobility. The abrasion marks, however. He arches his eyebrows in suspense, perhaps warned for the time being, with no means to replace them. He seems to concede your surmise, which hints that your financial situation could be worse than what you'd like to show for. He nods solemnly and puts on a thin smile. You may not have solved my riddle, but instead you did better. You solved me, or a discernible part of me at least. You seem to be endowed with the proper traits to guide you in the dreamlands. This is just Lovecraft, yeah. I wonder if I could have guessed a name, and I wonder if I could have typed like Lovecraft, and he would have been like, oh shit, you guessed me, end of the game. Oh shit, Randolph Carter. My name is Randolph Carter. Diverts his gaze to the dulcet skies. Now if you'll excuse me, I must cover a long way to eternity. Oh, Randolph Carter. I guess I met your wife. She's looking all over for you. Oh, what the fuck? No health or sanity recovered. This character is already in a state of well-being. You have visited strange places in your dream. Randolph the Dreamwalker. As if it was somehow foreordained, I met an elusive individual in the secluded dreamscape I visited last night, where he granted me his name, Randolph Carter. I recall that the lady I met in French Hill was looking for him. If I could find her, perhaps I should tell her about this confounding experience. Alright. Well, looks like I'm going back to French Hill because I have nowhere else to go. Come on, get a move on, Valerius. Dude, this dude, my bodyguard here, is creepy as hell. Boy, I'm super glad that I had to spend the night outside. I wonder what the... okay. Richter's drugstore. Best quality cigars. Do cigars also have a same... Does that have a value to it? Is it like change? Like a dime is 10 cents? Could a cigar be 10 cigarettes? Magnificent Horatio flyer. A small handout promoting the Arkham leg of a touring magic show. I don't know where the wife is. Yeah, the wife is vamoosed. Unless that's her. I don't think it is. You see a typical Arkham resident, tired and decrepit looking. What can you tell me about this key? Do I look like a locksmith or something? I haven't got the slightest idea. Maybe nutty old Isidore could help you. He runs the antique store. He has a thing for keys. Or so I've heard. Alright. Bye. I know where he is. Schmidt's Antiques. Whoa! Alright, Schmidt. Let's friggin' get down to brass tacks here. I don't know what to do. What do I ask you? What is this place? This is Schmidt's Antiques, or what's left of it. And I'm Isidore Schmidt. Like the merchandise, I have been gathering dust here for a good long while. Tell me how I may assist you, or perhaps how you can assist me. I don't know, man. Like, the key, I don't have any questions. Here, what do you know about this key? Numbered 0. Alright, well, I'll say something else. I found it on the street. Such luck. What can I offer you for that key, my friend? A key numbered 0 would be a very fine addition to my collection here. Tell me about it first and I'll think about it. Tell me about it first and I'll think about it. Forgive me, but I don't trust people easily. This particular habit also helped me tremendously in staying alive. 500 cigs. Is it for sale now? No! You son of a bitch. I said no. 700 cigs. I mean... Don't waste your breath. I won't sell it. 1,000 right now. 1,000 for that? Alright, I guess. Enough. It's not gonna happen. I need the key. If you're not selling the key to me, I'm afraid our conversation is over. Oh. Then you'll be missing a conversation chance with a fellow devotee of Kabbalah. You do not even dare to mock the doctrine. I am sorry. I didn't mean to offend you. I really need to learn about the key. Then we're interested in different things and our goals do not meet. I can pay for the information. Not very tempting. The old man pauses for a while, then continues. But if you also give me your word to bring the key after you're done with it, this may start to look like a deal. Oh, you sure know how to barter. 50 cigs and your word to bring me the key. Is it a deal? I don't have that many cigs. Okay. I can't talk out of it then. Here for the key. I can pay. Promise. Alright. Deal. Here it is. I hope you'll also respect the other part of our deal. I'll be waiting for the key. Now, for my part. The key is for the safe deposit boxes of the Bank of Arkham. I wasn't aware of the existence of one labeled 0, though. I knew it was the safety deposit boxes. I said it. I said it at the beginning. I just paid this dude 50 cigs to tell me what I already knew. This son of a bitch. Thank you. I'll check the place. Mike having a heart attack? What happened? Alright, I guess we're going to the bank. I mean, remember, the bank got me killed not too long ago, so... I knew it! I knew it was to the bank safety deposit box. Oh. This is no man of Arkham, or even of Earth! There's nothing human under those rags. Your kind brought this upon us. Cursed creature. Demon! The angry mob before you is about to lynch the miserable being you encountered a short while ago. It seems this outsider has been chosen as the scapegoat for everything these people suffered in the wake of the Black Day. Leave him alone! The crowd turns to you with a mix of fear and hatred in their eyes. One of them shouts at you. Are you in league with this demon? Don't you see what his kind has brought upon us? Look what you've become. You think we've returned to the Dark Ages? The one leading the crowd shouts at you with anger. Shut your mouth! Leave this poor creature alone and go to your homes now. You are in league with the damned too? Attack! Purge the evil. Okay. Alright, enter combat. This seems like a lot of dudes, though. Seems like... Oh my god, there's so many of them. Alright. Very high probability, hit probability for this target. So I would like to shoot this dude in the head. Move him here. Kill him. Yo, Yo, this is probably not going to ingratiate ourselves with the... Ooh, shit. Coughing up blood. Probably not going to ingratiate ourselves with the townspeople. 3 AP. Okay, so I can shoot this. He has 8, so I can move 2 spaces. Right? Yeah, I can move 2 spaces. And then pop this guy? He's dead. Okay. What are those slashes, though? Yo, this is rough, man. All right. It's me, Barlerius Finn. All right, I'm undercover, so I can shoot one of these guys. So you have second. All right, can I hit you from here? Yes. 4. All right, then defend maybe. I can hit. I can move twice. Pop you. You're dead. Pop you. Okay. You are very injured. Yo, this dude has a lot more health than he should. Oh my god. I'm getting the crap kicked out of me. 2 critical hits in a row? Like, what the shit, man? High reaction. Okay. So I can pop this dude. Progression escape. Stygian is not about winning, but enduring. You won't be able to win all the battles that you find yourself in. After damaging the enemy to a certain extent, the blue-colored progression escape hexes will appear on the battlefield. If you can reach one of those hexes with your active character and click on the escape button that is located on the lower right corner of the screen, you can make a progression escape. Once the player character manages to leave combat this way, the progression escape is considered successful, granting you a safe passage from the danger of the battle while rewarding with the same amount of XP as victory. Alright, so there's no point in me constantly... So I just have to get you over. I just have to get you over here. But they're gonna kill him before I can do that. Friggin' being beaten to death by hobos. Okay, can I escape? It has to be with the main character, I guess. All right, I guess defend. This is not going to go well. But with you, I can at least pop you a couple times. Then focus. Well, you're throwing at friggin' Eduardo? Yo, Eduardo's a badass. You can't throw at Eduardo. You're... Okay, you're injured. Oh, we're all the way back there now. Oh, these guys are running away? I don't understand what's going on. I'm moving all the way down here. F that. Reload. Pop you. So we can go here, right? Yeah, now we retreat. Oh my god. The party successfully executed a progressive escape. Acquire items. Oh, nothing. Great. The creature approaches you cautiously. It looks thoroughly confused. After a short silence, it speaks a single word. Why? I just wanted to... Why did you intervene on my behalf? I just wanted to help. You can feel the creature examining you from head to toe. The burning amber eyes move rapidly with the effort to comprehend. I have to leave. You don't have to walk alone, you know. I am incapable of helping my own self, stranger, much less others. Such is the lot the gods have given me. Leave me be that I may continue my search for that accursed man. What man? The man in black with no face. The man with the cane of bones. The ghostly tapping of the stick still rings in my ears. You mean the Dismal Man? The Dismal Man? How fitting. Do you know him? I'm also looking for him. Then you're as doomed as I am, stranger. In my bones, I know that there's no good would ever come from finding him. Yet I have no other choice but to find him. His countenance was the last thing I saw before finding myself in this purgatory. Where did you last see the Dismal Man? Somewhere far away. So far, so distant now. Damn the day I left my castle. Damn me for leaving my dreary chambers, and the twilit groves and the companionship of my books. Damn me. A castle? The past is best left alone. It often brings pain and seldom joy, and when it does, the longing of that joy twists it once more to pain. Perhaps we could look for this man together. The creature is silent for a moment, then you hear the rugged voice from beneath the rags once more. It is no coincidence that you know the man with the cane of bones. Perhaps I shall walk with you for a time. May I ask your name? I don't remember. I'm unsure if I ever had one. But I know one thing. Whatever the fates toss me, I remain the outsider. Well, whoever you are, it's a pleasure. The creature gazes at you without a word. Let's go. All right, yeah. So there we go. He's another portrait now. Oh my god. What happened to my friggin' bodyguard? Oh, there he is. Never mind, I found him. Okay, so I have 3 people going into this. Yo, he was really beat up. Why is he not as beat up? Grimoire. All. Blood circle. Ooh, what the frick is this? The caster performs a ritual to create a protective circle around herself, sacrificing a portion of her own health in the process. The caster's own blood must be spilled to complete the ritual. The spit of Al-Razi. The caster turns her saliva into corrosive acid and spits forth it onto the chosen target. Evil Eye. A sickly eye gazes upon the caster's enemy, who suffers reduced combat capabilities and an increased chance of critical failures. That's pretty good. Who can use this? It's the outsider. Okay. Man, that's wild. All right. I mean, let's keep rolling, I guess. Oh. Psst, I have an offer for you. A pasty, malnourished man leaps up from within the shadows. His swollen, wary eyes are riveted on you. The scruffiness of his otherwise fine apparel corresponds with his restlessness antics. His rolling, vigilant eyes quickly scan the premises, and when he finally feels secure, he addresses you in a timid but needy fashion. I'm sorry if I startled you, sir. I'm Cornelius Moretti. I have a proposal from which we can both benefit. Pardon my abruptness, but it will only take a minute of your time. Tell me about it. Plainly in distress, he is gazing askance at the brawler standing near the bar. I had seen you go up into the old eel attic before I got ejected by that ignoble swab, but you might be just the man who can help me. ignoble swab. This whole town is teeming with them. I wonder which one. The biggest, vilest, slimiest of them all, Marino, that's who. To think that I never took my father seriously when he kept saying, no honest man has ever been born to the Rossi familia. Very well, go on. He grinds his teeth in chagrin before continuing. It was just another miserable day at the joint when I, partly encouraged by the devil's juice no doubt, finally spoke what had been on my mind for a long time. Suddenly his anger takes precedence over his nervousness. I called him out, that tyrannical devil seeds called Waxface. I denounced him as the false shepherd he really is. Nobody said a thing, of course. Cowards. Irately. And there was, is, and will ever be only one shepherd of men. For saying that, they expelled me, humiliated me, and worst of all, they marked me. Twitchingly lowers his voice. That's my death sentence, you understand? Mocked. Hearing you speak the word, a surge of misgiving darkens his visage. It's not the time nor the place, and besides, you're better off not knowing what it is. Look, you seem really agitated. Try talking about what's bothering you. It may ease your mind. He ponders on about your advice for a moment, and eventually concedes the point. First they ban you from mob premises, and then the whole town starts to shun you lest they get marked too. Getting the jitters again, he peers about tremulously. Eventually they'll get to you and turn you over to the cult, wherever you are. There's no hiding from it. Oh, Jesus, please help me. All right, what do you want from me? Well, sir, all I'm asking is that you retrieve my heirloom pocket watch from the old Eel attic. It's a valuable piece from my late father. I stashed it there, having an inkling that I might need it in the dark days ahead. It's hidden under a floorboard next to the mattress. I need it more than ever, for I'm left with nothing else. Once I barter it off, we'll split the cigs halfway. Please, please, will you do this for me, sir? If it's worth the trouble, why not? A shimmer of mirth appears in his eyes. Oh, thank you, brother, thank you. I assure you it will be lucrative for both of us. I'll take a look around when I get a chance to rest in the attic. Oh, thank you. He casts one final fretful glance at his surroundings. All right, now I must go before they come for me. I'll be near the desecrated church in French Hill. I'll be safe there. It's abandoned now. Please hurry. My life depends on it. Okay. I mean, I can try. I don't want to waste cigarettes though. That's the thing. You piss pot of a... You see a withered old man bent over one of the tables. He appears to be in the midst of a heated argument with his bag. The fiery light in his yellowish eyes contrasts sharply with his weary physique. I get it. Cut it out, I said. Dawkins, I tell you one last time, if I ever hear your bloody voice again, I'll break your damned piss pot of a bottle. Do you hear me? All of you. The old man suddenly turns to you. His fiery gaze meets yours. You're early, cabin boy. Good. Sit down and drink some ale with me. Cabin boy? I think you've mistaken me for someone else. Have I? Or perhaps we're all in a ship. In a damn ship sailing through the black, forsaken waters, eh? And that may make you a cabin boy, all right. He turns to his bag. What did you say to me, a foul-mouthed horse spawn? The old man turns to you again. Yes. The ship. Can its name be Arkham? He smiles a toothless smile. All right. He's not with you again. Long time, just when I thought you came to your bloody senses. Now I'll be sitting here drinking my ale or whatever this horse piss is. He registers your presence again. What did you say, cabin boy? Who are you talking to? What's in the bag? You mean in my bag here? No one of importance to you, just a low-life scum of the sea. Nothing's a lot like me. Here's something from the bag which upsets him, as far as you can tell. How dare you, you horn-swoggling bastard! Noddins. And upon dolphins' backs, on a vast crenulate shell wherein rode the grey Noddins, lord of the great abyss. You'll learn more about him in your time on deck, cabin boy. You may even serve the needs of the god of the deep like I do. Noddins is not like those cold, tyrannical, unfeeling gods that rule this realm now. He finds purpose in mortals, though rarely. Shut your trap, Peters! I better go. He's not with you again. Yeah, goodbye. A sudden vigilance burns in the old man's eyes. Tell me then, cabin boy, before you leave, why do you follow the man who sails the whirlpools of reality? You mean the Dismal Man? Dismal? That's bloody fitting. Now answer me question, cabin boy. His voice has taken on a cold and intimidating tone. Well, I believe he'll have answers to this mystery. Perhaps she does, but ask yourself if those answers will actually make you feel better or worse than before. He suddenly bends down to his bag. What? Peter's found another one? Good boy. All right. You'll have what you want. When? Whenever I decide to leave this rat hole of a tavern, of course. No one here is going anywhere. You just gained up a level. Do not raise your hopes up, though. You are still as thin as a rail against the horrors lurking in the dark corners of the cosmos. You have 2 skill points and a merit point to further develop your character. You can acquire either a perk or a combat ability with a merit point. It is advised that you rate your skills first in order to meet some of the requirements of some perks and abilities. Okay. Let's see. I mean, I want to put these points into subterfuge, I think, so I can do some lock picking. Supernatural resilience. Haggler. I'll increase health gain from medical items for my merit. And then for my skills, like, I'll put 1 in melee because I feel like I'm going to need it. That might be a bad idea, and 1 in the subterfuge. I don't want to spread my stuff too thin, but... Oh, an outsider. Archetype antediluvian. Age unknown. Gender male. Belief system nihilistic. Background cursed bloodline. Wrath of Isolation. Increases melee attack minimum and maximum melee damage by 1 and lowers maximum sanity by 3. Oh yeah, we'll put in occult and medicine. Cool. Shows the angst points which the character has accumulated throughout the story by receiving negative effects and being subject to horrifying situations. What happens if I get to 100? Probably nothing good, I imagine. Alright, so that dude... Oh man, I'm quickly whipping through my money here. Save. But unfortunately, on that note, that's it for me. I have to go drink my tea. I don't know when I will ever learn that I shouldn't do the gravelly voices. I go down like that or do the rough ones because it just tears up my throat. I don't know how to do it. I know there's a technique to doing it. I know you're supposed to breathe in a certain way and just push out through, you know, and I don't know how to do it. So I end up forcing it, and you know what happens? My voice gets all jacked up, and now I have, you know, throat pain. But anyway, I am excited to continue playing this because this seems very interesting. It seems like a lot of fun. It seems like a relatively deep RPG. I'm not sure. The combat system is basically just Fallout, like the original Fallout combat system. Maybe with a little less, with a little less worthy sacrifice for the arts. Well, thank you. A little less in depth, but I haven't looked at like the spells and stuff like that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. I dig it. It's very dialogue heavy, but it's interesting so far. Much more interesting than Call of Cthulhu, in my humble opinion. So we'll be back tomorrow night at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time for Community Sunday. And if anyone wants us to play a specific game, let us know. Last time we played Vermintide, that's kind of like our safety, our go-to. And maybe we played Payday, I forget. But if anyone wants us to play a specific game, let us know. And we'll see you tomorrow. And then after that, it's that start of a new week. And I know everyone loves that. I know everyone's looking forward to that Monday. So, thumbs up. Terraria, Rebraz Terraria, GTA. I could do GTA. I could do Gunfire again. We'll have to talk about it. All right. Well, on that note, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I will see you all tomorrow, if you can make it. If you can't, then I'll see you all in the future. Good night, everybody. Have good dreams, and don't dream about the nightmare of the encroaching old ones and the eldritch horrors which wait us beyond the veil. Okay? Bye, everybody.